that, I invite you to come into this present moment. Perhaps for you, if that feels comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe the most comfortable position for you in this moment is to be lying down. Just taking a moment to find comfort in your body if you are able to, if that's accessible to you at this time. And taking a moment to acknowledge the support beneath you, bringing your awareness to the places on your body that make contact with the ground, acknowledging these spaces, perhaps directing your breath energy to these spaces and feeling the support. You are held, you are cradled in Mama Earth's arms. You are held in this work as we move to turn within. If it's comfortable for you, I invite you to deepen your breathing slightly, not to the point of any discomfort, just deepening the breathing and starting to slow the mind as we slow the breath. Perhaps following your inhales and exhales, feeling the rise and fall of your chest or your belly. Noticing the quality of your breath in this moment. Without judgment, just noticing. And taking a moment to acknowledge any sensations in the body that are present in this moment. They might be sensations of pain or perhaps liberation. Anything in between. Noticing without any judgment or need to change them. If there is pain or tension, the invitation is there to direct your breath energy to these spaces and inviting a softening. Taking a moment to acknowledge any thoughts that are present. Not necessarily needing to dive in or follow them, but just noticing what is present in your mind. And in this moment, taking the opportunity to acknowledge that if you can observe your thoughts, you must be more than them. That your thoughts are not you. And taking a moment to tune into your feeling body. What are you feeling? allowing it to be okay, whatever you may be feeling. Not attaching any label or judgment to it. Just letting it be. Just noticing. And at your own pace, I invite you to take 3 cleansing breaths. So deep inhales through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, perhaps with an audible sigh. Really, really settling in to this moment, to this space, and to this practice. And as you finish your cleansing breaths, bring to mind your goal for this lunar cycle. Allowing yourself to feel it in your body, to see it in your mind's eye. And I invite you now to transport yourself with the power of your intention to a landscape that has mountains, or a mountain. This may be a landscape that is familiar to you. It may be somewhere you've never been before. Taking note of what surrounds you, perhaps checking in, what time of day is it here? What is the weather like? What can you hear? What is the terrain like? Is there wildlife or any plants? Bringing into your heart your goal. And as you stand at the base of the mountain, looking up, gazing up to its peak, and seeing your goal there, seeing its fullest expression in this space. And in seeing it at its peak, noticing the journey that you get to take to reach this goal. And I invite you to take a moment to consider the question, to ask yourself, how do I create momentum going uphill? How do I create momentum going uphill? Noticing any answer that might come through for you. And it could be in the form of words, colors, sensations, textures, feelings. It could come now, it could come later. Releasing the expectation or need for it to come in a certain way. How do I create momentum going uphill? And with this mission on your heart, you begin to endeavor up the mountain, seeing yourself begin to move into this beautiful mountain landscape. Perhaps there's a path, or perhaps you're scaling a steep rock. Just noticing your path, what it looks like for you. Step by step, moving along, taking moments to embrace the beauty that surrounds you. Are there flowers to stop and smell? Are there patches of sunlight to stop and bathe in? Looking for opportunities along this way to nourish yourself. And with your goal on your heart, as you continue on your way, you notice up ahead there seems to be something, and as you make your way towards it, you see that it is an obstacle. An obstacle that has presented itself on the path to you fulfilling your goal. What is this obstacle for you? Is it a person, a place, or a thing? Is it a feeling or an emotion? And just noticing it, noticing its qualities, the things about it. And noticing any reaction or response that you feel in your being to this obstacle presenting itself. And I invite you to ask, what would the highest version of myself do? Allowing the answer to come exactly as it is meant to. What would the highest version of myself do when encountering this obstacle? And in receiving your guidance, taking action on that from a place of alignment, picturing yourself taking action on this guidance from your inner truth. And as you step past the obstacle to continue on your way, turning back to it and extending gratitude. Extending gratitude to this situation as it has given you the opportunity to tune into your highest self. It's gifted you the opportunity to listen to your inner voice and to practice discernment. And with extending gratitude to the situation, then continuing on your path. Continuing up the mountain, noticing if there is an elevation change that has occurred. Is it steep or is it flat? Is it winding or is it straight? As you continue to move on, taking a moment to embrace some of the beauty that surrounds you, enjoying the journey. What does this look like to you? And continuing on, you see another obstacle approaching, or you're approaching another obstacle. You can see it clearly now as you've already encountered one. Noticing the qualities of this particular obstacle on the path to your goal. And once again, asking yourself, what would my highest self do? The one who is unbound by fear, resentment, anger, the one who operates from a space of pure love, pure intention. What would my highest version do? Allowing the guidance to come through in whichever form it is presented. Receiving it and acting in accordance without delay. Picturing yourself taking this action, doing this, following this instruction of your deepest truth, and in doing so, seeing how the obstacle shifts, that you are able to continue on your path. And before going too far, turning back and extending gratitude yet again to this obstacle on your path, because it gifted you with this opportunity to tune in to your inner voice, to your highest self, to your deepest truth. Extending gratitude to this obstacle for giving you this gift. And with that, continuing on your path, perhaps you've gained some elevation now and there's a beautiful view. If so, taking a moment to enjoy that view, soaking in the beauty that surrounds you. And as you continue to make your way along, noticing what the air smells like here. What it feels like as it touches your skin. And noticing ahead a nice space to take rest, I invite you to make your way to this area, whatever that looks like for you. Coming to perhaps sit or lie down, maybe taking off your hiking shoes, if that feels good for you. Letting the soles of your feet touch the earth. Acknowledging the journey that has been thus far. Breathing into this present moment. Acknowledging the beauty of balance. That with action and effort, too comes rest. And you have put in much effort on your journey. Taking a moment to acknowledge in your body that this is where you will make camp tonight. You get to fully relax. That you do not need to summit in one day. That you can live in balance. That this can be enough. inviting in gratitude to your heart for self, for all of the effort that you put in just to get here. Really taking a moment to acknowledge yourself as perhaps you feel the elements as they touch your body. Perhaps you see a beautiful view or feel the earth beneath you. Grounding into this moment as you breathe gratitude through your body to self. And really allowing yourself to receive it. And through whichever points of your body are touching the earth, I invite you to breathe your gratitude into Mama Earth for her inspiration in this space, her great and vast beauty as she holds you here. In these deep and wise teachings, gratitude to her for providing all that we need, all that you need in your life. Her abundance is vast. And from here, I invite you to fully relax, just letting it all go, letting it all go. Feeling the relaxation like a cool drop of water trickling from the crown of your head, through your forehead, around your eyes, letting the muscles around your eyes relax, through your cheeks and letting your jaw be slack, your tongue be soft, allowing your shoulders to rest away from your ears, allowing your heart to be soft, to open, your abdominal muscles to let go and letting your belly just be slack, be still. Breathing into your hips and letting them be open, be relaxed. Breathing through your arms, through your legs, right through to the tips of your fingers. Letting yourself melt into this moment in a state of receiving. I invite you to take 3 cleansing breaths in this space at your pace. Perhaps more if that serves you. Listening to the wisdom of your body as you start to come back into your physical geographic space. Saying goodbye to the mountain just for now. As we harness this energy of taking action and building momentum, as we feel it in our body and come back into the here and now, perhaps by introducing some gentle movement into the fingers and the toes. Maybe that works its way right up through your limbs, into your trunk, into your neck, into your head, just noticing what your body is asking for in this moment and gifting it that. And as you are ready, coming to open your eyes.